Hi,
And welcome to the Bean Boys podcast.
welcome to episode 22. Take like 4.
Take 4, yeah. So first, our mics were too quiet, then they were too loud, and then they weren't recording. But now we're good to go.
Or so we think.
Mm-hmm.
Should be fine.
Until something inevitably happens, as soon as we're done recording the episode.
Yeah. But yeah, what's new with you?
What's new with me? Nothing really. I've been kind of dreading going back to school.
Nice. It felt so far away, and now it's like we're 2 weeks away.
I know.
What? Like, where did summer go?
I don't know. I did summer school too, so it felt way too short.
It felt like last month summer started.
Mm-hmm. The whole year has just been a blur, kinda.
Yeah.
But I guess going back to school bring back a little bit of normalcy. But
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So I have a anthropology, sociology, and psychology class, and I don't know what any of that means.
Did you choose that class?
Nope.
So how did you get it?
I don't know. I'm asking to get it switched, but they're like, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. And we're like, what do you mean? You literally said contact this email if you need help because we will do something about it. Okay. I don't know what that was.
Did you contact the email?
Yeah, I did. And they said they're trying to do something. They said I have to find another class that would happen at the same time. So I'm literally doing like I'm changing my whole schedule up. I'm being like, yeah, switch that there, switch that there, switch that there. And they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do about it.
Probably not much.
Nope. And I love how teachers, they're so fast to respond when you don't do your homework. And then I contact them about this. 2 days to reply to an email.
It's like, hey, I really need help with something. It's really urgent. Can you help me right now? Like 3 weeks later. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can help you. Well, 3 weeks have passed.
It's like winter break. It's like the second semester is about to start.
It's like as soon as summer starts, they email you about something you had in the first semester.
If you're still interested, you could take it in grade 12. It's like, oh, but you needed the grade 11 prerequisite. You should have been more diligent.
Mm-hmm. Why weren't you on top of your courses back in grade 11?
My bad.
You should have known better.
It's the school system.
Hi, I'm Nico.
Hi, I'm Esteban.
And welcome to the Bean Boys podcast.
You're listening to today's episode.
Yeah. Anthropology, what is that though?
I don't know.
Is it like, I don't want to say something and sound dumb, but when I think of anthropology, I just think of like evolution.
I don't know why I think of anteaters.
You're just going to be studying ants and anteaters for an entire class.
I doubt that's what it is. But
I really hope that's what it is.
It has something to do with the brain. I know that much.
Isn't that psychology?
The whole class is like about the brain in general.
Oh.
I think it's... I don't know. What is anthropology? Let's see.
Okay.
Anthropology definition. Study of human societies and cultures and their development.
So I was kind of right with the evolution sort of thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Why am I learning this?
Because this was what I remember you were telling me yesterday. You put history as like your number one thing you wanted to do, and this was instead?
Yeah. Okay, now I kind of get that. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, so basically I wanted history, and I guess they're like, yeah, you'll like this.
Practically the same thing.
Yeah.
But with history, I feel like it's more like events and stuff that happened.
Yeah, this is like human evolution and the difference of cultures over time. That's kind of interesting. But psychology, I don't want to know. Like, look at Blob. What does Blob say to you?
Blob says, like, it's that, what's
Like
the Rorschach test? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, like the ink thing.
Yeah.
Where it looks like either like a happy butterfly or like a dead valley. And then that's supposed to show what you feel on the inside.
Do you see a happy dog or 3 crocodiles eating each other simultaneously?
If you're from Florida, you see 3 crocodiles for sure.
Do you see a Gatorade or a cow?
Like, I'd love to, like, imagine you do, like, one of these ink tests to someone who just doesn't understand the concept. He's like, what do you mean? It's just a blob.
I just see
it's just,
black splats.
Yeah, it's just black ink. And he's like, no, what do you see in the black ink? I'm like, spill.
It's modern art.
Have you seen those modern art where it's just, like, a white canvas?
Yeah, I've
I
seen
feel
stuff
like
like
I've
that.
come to like understand more modern art, but that I'll never understand. It's just white canvas.
It's open to the interpreter, to the viewer, you know? Really makes you think about society.
I mean, I have a white canvas like right behind the camera. Like you trying to sell that for $42 million to like some millionaire so they don't have to pay taxes?
Go for it. Just go for it. I remember I went to an art exhibit in, I don't know where it was, but it was a few years ago. And there was some cool art, and then there was some modern art. And it was like what you said, like the white canvas, or just a canvas with one color. Or there was this one, it was a big copper bucket, and right in the bottom it was a book. And
Ah,
I didn't
yes.
understand it at all. And so I was walking through. Oh, there was this other one. It was like like how people go sometimes really all out with their Christmas decorations and buy a
Yeah.
life-size nativity set.
Yeah.
So it was a lamb or something from. It looked like it could be from a nativity scene.
You just went to Michael's and bought the biggest
Pretty
fake
much,
lamb.
yeah.
Nice.
It was a fake lamb, and it was just wrapped in plastic. And
That's
I couldn't
dope.
tell if they just hadn't finished delivering it yet, or if it was there. But here's the best part: we walked into a room, and it was under construction. Like the room wasn't finished yet, and I
Oh,
thought it
dope.
was supposed to be art,
Oh,
and
that's
it was
dope.
literally just garbage. Like it wasn't. The art wasn't bad; it was literal garbage, and I thought it was the art.
I went to an art. It's called the Art Gallery of Ontario, right? The
Okay.
AGO.
I go.
And they had some cool stuff there. Like I like going to art things. And then I go to like the modern art section.
Ooh.
There was a chair with three legs, and I thought it was just like you know how usually there's like security guards or something at like the valuable stuff so
Mhm.
someone doesn't just rob it.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the security guard's chair and it just like, he just left. But then there was like a little thing next to it. And it was like, I don't know, insert guy's name and then the year he made it. I'm like, it's just a chair with missing a leg.
Yeah, I remember there were a bunch of those at the art exhibit I went to. It looked like just an where they put all the IKEA furniture that doesn't work.
Yeah. It was like if you ordered an IKEA chair and a leg didn't show up.
Modern art, you know.
Well, now you know how to make modern art. Go to IKEA,
Hmm.
buy a chair, and then just don't complete all the instructions.
And that's it. You can make millions and millions and millions.
And then millionaires can use you for tax
Mhm.
evasion.
Remember that banana that was taped to a wall?
Yeah, that's weird. You can still buy that. And
How?
you know how it works? I saw a video about it because I was curious once. So, you own the rights of the art piece,
Okay.
and you basically make the art piece. Like when you say you own it, it's kind of like an NFT
No,
where
not
it's
this
like
again.
you own the thing, but then you have to make the physical copiers. Damn, my dog's going crazy. And then you have to get you literally buy a banana and you tape it to a wall. And then since you own the rights to the thing and you made that art piece, then you can sell that to someone else and they continue the cycle. Since because the banana rots.
Yeah, but like the original person who did it.
I think it was like Andy Warhol or something like that.
Oh, I've heard that name before. He's
Yeah.
done actually cool stuff.
Yeah,
before,
he's
right?
done a lot of cool stuff.
That's weird. I don't understand it. I don't understand modern art at all.
I don't know. Just bring back Iraqi's Louvre exhibit.
Mhm.
I want to go to that.
Yeah, that's good modern
that
art.
genuinely looks so sick.
We'll put some pictures up behind.
Look how dope that looks. Look
It
at
looks
that.
so cool.
Look how snazzy that looks.
Last week we talked about how anime should be taught in schools. This week we should talk about how manga art should be
Yeah.
featured in
It honestly
museums.
should.
It should.
Like that
for real.
picture you sent me of the evolution of the Attack on Titan art.
That was
That
so
was
good.
insane.
So good.
Everything just comes back to how good Attack on Titan is.
Our podcast should just be called Two Guys Talking About Attack on Titan.
Yep. So my brother bought nunchucks from Dollarama, and we couldn't find nunchucks last episode.
Hmm.
Was it last?
It was last episode, I think. Yeah.
We got nunchucks now.
Hmm. And Esteban told me yesterday that nunchucks are actually illegal in Canada.
But we bought these at the dollar store.
The ones that I have are solid wood.
Nice.
I don't know if I should be saying this.
For legal reasons, all of this is a joke.
A joke.
Yeah.
I don't know. Only like 20 people listen to this, so I hope you're not a snitch.
Yeah, but I saw they're illegal in most states in the U.S. except guess where?
Florida.
Of course.
Makes the story so much better.
Yeah. We went to Bass Pro yesterday, and that was a trip. That was a trip. It was crazy seeing how, like, you could buy a knife. Do you still have the picture on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, just
Yeah,
send
I'll
it
send
to
it to
me
you later.
afterwards, and we'll put it up on screen.
Yeah.
Is the price in the picture?
I don't think so, but it's $25.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, oh right, I was about to say guess how much it would cost, but
Oh,
you're the one who
sorry.
took the picture. I'm
Yeah.
so stupid. Yeah, it was $25 for that knife.
Hmm.
That machete's like this big. It's like the size of my forearm.
It's made for decapitating.
Yeah, it's like to like cut off the head of the buck, right?
Buck.
Buck has to be a. And oh, the T-shirt selection at Bass Pro.
So good.
All the corny, hate your wife, love my buck T-shirts you would want.
What were some of them? I want to think of one.
Like I
in
can't even think
specific.
of one off the top of my head now, but they were great.
It was like, I may like hunting, but I also like fishing. Just that wasn't a pun or anything, but it was just dumb stuff like that.
Seems like a shirt that would be sold at Bass Pro though. Yeah, I was explaining to my dad about how they just had a gun section. My dad's like, imagine going to Von Mills to buy a gun. It's like between the cell phone repair store and Tim Hortons, you buy a gun.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst place to buy a gun.
Yeah.
But you obviously can't walk around the mall with it. I guess you have to go
That'd be
straight to the
funny.
parking lot.
It'd be so funny if you're walking around with it in a bag.
You have like your H&M bag in one hand and then a rifle in the other hand.
You know those like kid shopping cart things?
Yeah.
You just have it like hooked onto the edge of that. That'd
Yeah.
be so great.
Yeah, the knife selection there was on point. They had like machetes that were this long.
And they were cheaper than little utility
Mhm.
knives.
They were all like under $40, and I was seriously considering buying that knife we just showed, but
Why?
I don't need it. I don't need to decapitate any bucks, if you know what I mean.
Yep. And yeah, Bass Pro, it was great. We
Mhm.
thought we were locked in at one point because the exit was just closed.
We were
And
like,
we couldn't see where the exit was.
I guess we gotta spend eternity in Bass Pro.
That'd suck, but at the same time,
It'd
you'd be
so
pretty
fun.
set off. You have a whole fishing section with live fish.
They have those huge drums of Cheetos.
Not even Cheetos, they're just like non-brand cheese puffs.
Mhm.
You could just live off of those for like a solid week before you die of like clogged arteries.
A week? That's how long you think someone would last. Just eating
All the
Cheetos for a
Cheeto
week.
goes straight to your arteries, just clogs them instantly.
During an autopsy, the heart is just covered in Cheeto dust.
You slice it open, and every heartbeat is just like dust shooting up in the air.
That's so.
It's like, you know when you get a dusty book and you like blow on it?
Mhm.
That's just the heartbeat.
the heart of a disco robot.
Yeah, Bass Pro was fun.
It was fun.
Bass Pro, like the people who shop there have to be the healthiest unhealthy people on earth.
I understand
Because-
what you mean.
Hunting is pretty demanding to your
Mhm.
body.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of do sit there for a while, but at the same time, you got to move around, be uncomfortable.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you're just eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
Or, sorry,
Well-
non-brand cheese puffs.
I don't know why Cheetos are so big there though, because I mean, I've only been hunting like twice, but I would think you don't want to be crunching on Cheetos while hunting,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty loud.
That's like the loudest thing you can get.
Yeah, that and like chewing tobacco.
Hmm.
And those are like the stereotypes of people that, like, that's the things they'd eat.
Hmm.
I'm surprised we didn't see any dip there, honestly.
When I went with my dad hunting, we just brought. I think he brought like tea and hot chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Because, yeah, we weren't eating anything. I tried doing a duck call. I told you yesterday. I tried doing a duck call. No, a deer call when we were hunting, because we were hunting for deer. And my dad was doing it, and it was like... That sounded like air horns. Wrong sound.
That sounds like, you know, that like air horn
Yeah.
gun noise, like
yeah.
the royalty-free one
Mhm.
from YouTube.
Yeah, we'll play it. Exactly like that. But instead, my dad's deer call sounded like this. An actual deer call.
Yep.
And with those, you're just supposed to blow into it. You're supposed to go, and then it makes the noise for you. But with instruments that they taught us at school, like with a trumpet, you need to go like move your lips or whatever. So I thought you needed to do that for the call too. So I went into the call and did it, and it sounded like a deer dying of getting shot in the neck, or no, like it just sounded like a deer in agonizing pain
Nice.
that lost its vocal cords or something like that. And we heard all the squirrels run away as soon as I did that, and then we didn't see any deer after that.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone hunting. It does seem like fun, but like, damn, just picturing myself shooting one of those rifles, I know I'm just gonna break my shoulder.
I shot some at a tree, and my dad didn't give me like the super powerful ones, but yeah, it's pretty intense.
It's like in episode 1, I talked about shooting an MP5,
Hmm.
and those have like 9mm bullets. Those bullets are tiny, and the kickback, I wasn't ready for it. Like it
Is
wasn't
that
bad, but I
a gun
wasn't
you
ready
need
for it.
2 hands for?
You could shoot with one hand, but it's made for 2 hands.
Okay.
It's literally like it's like the smallest an assault rifle can get.
Okay. I think I can imagine it.
Well, it's not even an assault rifle. It's like a SMG. It's
Okay.
like the smallest an SMG can get.
I'm just imagining all the guns from Fortnite.
Yeah. Imagine the submachine gun,
Okay.
except smaller.
That's exactly what I was thinking
Yeah,
of,
it's
yeah.
like that.
I remember when I was like really into Fortnite, I didn't know what any of the guns did. Like I didn't know that an assault rifle was better for long range and that with a shotgun it'll do less damage the farther you are.
Oh,
My dad
sick.
played once and he knows about guns and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you can't use this gun doing this and you can't do this gun doing that." And it made my Fortnite game just so much better.
Oh, that's
which-
dope.
yeah.
Nice.
Still so bad at shooting games, but at least I knew what the guns did. I knew what the guns did so that I could still use them wrong.
Yeah, Fortnite was a trip.
Mhm.
That was something.
So, my sister, I used to do Taekwondo, and my sister still does Taekwondo. And she's training to get, so she's a black belt, and there's different degrees of black belts depending on how good at Taekwondo you are. Well, not really that. You just test, and you get more degrees if you want them. You
Yeah.
got to learn the patterns and whatnot. And so, my dad, he's been doing Taekwondo forever, and my great uncle, he's one of like the main Taekwondo people in Canada.
Oh.
And he knew the founder of Taekwondo.
Nice.
And so we have this book. It's about like the origins of Taekwondo, and it has all of the moves for the patterns listed out. And so my sister was going to read it yesterday because she's training to get her 4th degree. And she was flipping through the origins of Taekwondo, and she never read this, and it was so intense. Like, just here are some specific things. So we do Taekwondo, we do it for exercise, whatever, to learn a little bit of self-defense.
Yeah.
Here was one of the first pages. It said, while learning Taekwondo, here's something it's good for. Particularly, if someone should challenge you to kill a wild bull with your bare hands.
Damn.
Therefore, it's clear that equivalent demonstration of such effective use of pure somatic forces is not to be seen in other forms of physical combat technique. I don't know what that last part meant.
Yeah.
But,
But like fight a bull?
if someone challenges you to fight a bull with your bare hands,
Well, I guess I got to do it.
yeah, Taekwondo teaches you that stuff.
That kid that has the shirt that says fight
Fight
everyone.
everyone.
Oh, that kid just goes up to you. He's like, I'll kill the bull for $50.
$50?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. I'm a yellow belt in Taekwondo. I can kill this bull, no problem. And
Does Taekwondo for a week. I got it.
I got it. Yeah, no problem. It was just everything about it was so intense. It was saying like things you'll never need to actually do, and I wish it was still this intense because there was like one passage in there that said like you must be willing to learn from your teacher, but you must never betray them. And I just can't imagine in this day and age betraying your teacher because it's just some other 17-year-old who happens to be a little better than you.
This going back in like I'm just picturing like the Naruto Hidden Leaf Village, and it's
Yeah.
just Sasuke like turning on Kakashi.
I think this is what the creators of Taekwondo had in mind when writing this book. But
When they lived, there probably was like stuff like that. They could probably do like handjutsu. Like, I don't know, a million of them would appear.
yeah.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
I'm gonna kill this bull with my. How do you kill a bull with your bare hands?
Where do you start?
I don't know.
Because okay, bull's charging at you. What do you do? Like the easy thing would be to jump out of the way, but that way you're never really gonna attack it.
No,
I'd say like what, like I don't
I
know.
don't. You can't. You can't.
Punch it and then die because I don't know. It's charging at you.
I did Taekwondo for I'm gonna say 7 years off and on,
And how many times did they teach you how to kill a bull?
Every class is all we did.
Oh, that's great.
No, but I have absolutely no idea how to kill a bull. Clearly, the teachers of today are not educated enough in what Taekwondo is
Nah.
really about. And
Taekwondo's
that's-
gone soft.
It really has. We need to bring in live bulls to class. I'm just imagining it. There's like everyone there is like 6 years old. They're gonna get absolutely destroyed.
Imagine it's like, do you remember that one video in one of Curtis's videos where he puts like a picture of like these like country people and then there's a bull charging at them and they're in a fire ring and they gotta like jump out of the way?
Yeah.
Just picturing like 6-year-olds
Mhm.
like charging at a bull.
Charging at the bull.
Yeah, the kids are charging at the bull.
You know, you gotta kill a bull. That should be like to get your blue belt or whatever, you need to kill a bull with your bare hands.
This is like the polar opposite of like Bass Pro. Like there you're trying to like kill like these bucks or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Here you're trying to kill like and I mean and they have like guns and like knives and stuff, right? Here they're like, yeah, so you're gonna get a bull, right?
Mhm.
You're just gonna punch it till it dies.
Yeah.
I feel like what? Give it a couple good punches here, and then it starts like getting a little dizzy, and then like bam, kick it in the face.
It's a bull.
Where do you start, right?
don't know.
Because it's with your bare hands too. I was about to say just get a knife and chop its leg off and
Bare
then
hands, no.
punch it until it dies.
Okay. I guess that's the best bet. And this
Punch
was
it, grab its heart out, like Mortal Kombat fatality. The bull. It's like
There was also this other thing. It was like even if you're just doing Taekwondo for fitness, not exactly to like for combat purposes.
Mhm.
Even if you're doing Taekwondo for fitness, hours spent on training will not be wasted, for surely you will reap rich reward in the form of speedy reactions and deadly blows to rain down upon your enemies.
I'm just thinking like a crazy roundhouse kick to like here, where the guy just instantly just dies upon like it doesn't even hit him. He just sees it coming and he dies.
You're like halfway through the kick and the person just
He
drops.
just drops. It's like you never even touch him.
I think the creators of Taekwondo in this book watched way too much anime.
Is Taekwondo Japanese? Where is it from?
It's Korean.
Korean. Okay.
Well, that makes it even more
Karate's
intense.
Japanese, right?
I don't know.
I did karate for a while, and I remember there being a Japanese flag. Yeah, because you called them sensei.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Makes
definitely
sense.
Japanese.
In this, you say Kwanjinim.
Ah,
And if this book wasn't already intense enough, this is the cover. Look how high he is.
where? How's he flying?
I don't know.
He's in the air. He's a solid like what? 7 feet in the air?
Okay, well, here's the ground, and here's his height. We'll say this is about 4 feet.
Yeah, because he's
So
like
one,
he's got his knees
2.
up.
He's 8 feet in the air. His feet are 8 feet in the air.
His head is easily like what? Yeah, he's like 12 feet in the air with his head. Like his head would touch. How did he get that high
He
up?
could dunk himself into a basketball net. He curls up into a ball. He could go through.
He'd just run full speed, jump and curl up into a ball and like do a 3-pointer. Is he happy or like scared? Or
I don't
trying
know.
to be intimidating?
This is the
This is
founder of
working.
Taekwondo.
That's terrifying.
Oh man, I don't do Taekwondo anymore, but I would still be doing it if it was this intense.
Damn.
By
How
taking
does he jump that high?
it's the power of being the founder of Taekwondo.
Damn.
He really missed out on his calling. He should be a basketball player.
Yeah, he could literally dunk himself in the net. Like he could hold the ball
could
and
just yeah.
fall in with it.
By taking cold showers and baths, or exercising on snow-covered ground in bare feet, students build tenacity and pride.
That's intense.
It's
like-
so good.
That seems like a joke. Like this seems like satire.
It does, right? It seems like someone it literally seems like someone watched too much anime and then tried to make a martial art
Yeah. They're like, okay, so they're gonna train barefoot on snow, right?
while fighting bulls.
It's a bull charge. The bull dies of frostbite. That's how you defeat them.
You bring them to a climate they're not used to.
How do you even bring them there? You just like carry them.
I don't know.
Dude, this guy could jump that high.
Yeah.
Carrying a bull must be nothing.
He probably did all the things and then wrote the book, and he would probably be so disappointed in everyone who does Taekwondo now.
He's just the most intense human on earth.
Mm-hmm.
That like he just assumes everyone else is on par with him.
In the Olympics, I'm pretty sure they do Taekwondo. Well, professional Taekwondo, they wear padding. Imagine what he would say. General Choi, what would you say about people wearing padding? They should bring in live bulls, and whoever can kill a bull the fastest with their bare hands, that wins the gold medal.
Whoever can do a roundhouse kick so hard without even making contact with the bull, they just die upon looking at it. Whoever does that the fastest wins.
That's what Taekwondo should really be. Just murder. Just straight up murder with your bare hands.
Damn, that's intense. Like, that's crazy.
Me and Julia were dying yesterday because she was just looking for some guidance, how to do the moves, and then she looks.
Right.
You should be able to kill a bull with your bare hands and rain down deadly blows on your enemies.
Very like unmotivating, or really motivating, depending on how you want to see it.
I want to see the Taekwondo classes that were taught by General Choi, the founder, the guy jumping 17 feet in the air right there, because my great uncle was taught by him like directly.
Ask your great uncle if he fought a bull. Please ask him.
He should be able to.
He's like, yeah, of course I fought a bull. You guys don't fight bulls anymore?
He still teaches the classes. But he doesn't bring in bulls.
The bull population in Canada is just 0 because he's killed them all.
Bull populations are dropping, and it's all because of this man.
Just a picture like on the news. Yeah, I remember when I did karate, the most intense thing was that they had this like stick thing, and it was to whack you when you were doing this like stance. They'd have you be in a stance where it was basically like a squat, and you'd have your hands here,
and then they would like hit your belly.
Yeah, that too, but they'd whack your thighs
to
make sure you always had the perfect 90 degrees on both. But at the same time, you had to be punching a punching bag in front of you.
Ooh.
But they wouldn't whack it hard. But then the sensei's like, I'm going to show you how it's properly done. And he got like the second up sensei. And they were like, it was like a baseball bat. He got that stick and it was like a baseball bat whacking him in the abs and the legs as he was punching like a punching bag. And I'm like, how? I was like 10 too, right? No, I must have been younger. I was like 8.
And just watching straight up abuse.
I was so scared. I was so scared. I'm like, bro, is this what's going to happen to me if I continue karate? I remember I got up to brown advanced and then I chickened out because to get your black belt, you had to fight 3 sensei at once. Obviously, like, fight. They probably weren't even doing... You had to, like, spar them, right?
Okay.
Not fight. It's not like some bare-knuckle brawl with like, a broken beer bottle. It's like, okay, everything you learned up till now, forget it. Here's a broken beer bottle. Shank him.
Yeah, so who cares about karate? Here's a gun. Just murder everyone else, and then you'll get your black belt.
Yeah, I got up to, like, brown advanced. That's, like, the closest you can get to black without being a black belt.
That was me in Taekwondo. It's not that I didn't want my black belt, because the test isn't too strenuous or anything. I just don't care enough. Like, the reason why I don't do it anymore is because they literally handed out the black belts. Like, there's 12-year-olds with black belts now.
Oh, that's dope.
And it doesn't mean anything to me to get it, because it's so given out nowadays. It's gone too soft. I want to fight a bull to get my black belt.
Yeah, I really wanted that black belt when I think I was 8. I'm pretty sure I was 8.
Oh, wow.
Because I advanced relatively fast. I think I started when I was 6. And I was by brown advanced when I was 8. And then I chickened out because I'm like, nah, 3 senses. I'm literally 8 years old.
Fighting 3 grown men.
Yeah, I remember, like, I just remember one sensei was like 16. And he could punch like crazy. And I'm like, damn, he's double my age. And I also got to fight like 25-year-olds. Damn, I'm going to die. Because obviously now thinking back on it, obviously they're not going to go full force.
Obviously.
But me at 8 years old, I'm like, damn, I'm going to get like tossed around. I'm going to be kicked. I'm going to go flying.
These are 3 guys who are black belts in karate.
Yeah.
And they've taught me everything. And now 3 of them are going to fight me, an 8-year-old. Yeah, you have to be scared.
It was so funny though.
Yeah, that's great. We need to bring back super intense martial arts.
Yeah, I want to learn, like, hand jutsus. Like, what happened to that stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember the patterns were so much fun to do. Like, that was always my favorite part. That and sparring kids, not grown adults. Yeah, sorry if you guys saw, like, a couple of seconds of black screen, or, I guess, our logo. I didn't notice, but I noticed now.
Yay. Yeah, I like patterns, and I was really good at them, too. We used to do tournaments, I would say, at least twice a year.
Nice.
With, like, people from other clubs and stuff. And I don't think I ever lost in a pattern. Like I didn't get first place until like one time, because I took a break from Taekwondo, then I came back for like a week, and they just threw me into a tournament, and I didn't know the pattern at all.
Oh, sick.
And that was like the only time I lost. But I was good at patterns.
Yeah, patterns were fun, but sparring was sick. Like, I remember looking forward to sparring so much. And then there was days where it was like an obstacle course they made you do.
Ooh.
That was so much fun, but so demanding. You had to do like 3 patterns in a row. Then you had to go to the boards that like snap in half, not like actual wooden ones, but the ones that were like plastic.
You would like slide them in.
Yeah, you slide them in. Yeah, you'd have to break as many as you could, like starting with the weakest one, going to the strongest,
Okay.
and then you had to do like some things to a punching bag. Like, I think it was like a jab and then like a punch, and then you had like some kick or something.
Okay.
Then you move and you had to like army crawl the whole length of the dojo. And you had to
Nice.
like turn around and do like some more stuff. And then you had to go back to the end of the line and wait for like the other people to go and then go. Like, you remember the things Mr. G would make us do in
Yeah.
basketball?
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
that, but like martial arts.
Nice.
It was so much fun, but so demanding. I remember feeling like I died afterwards.
We only did obstacle courses and stuff on like special days like Halloween or whatever.
Ah.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And I remember like just running around barefoot. Like the dojo mat would burn my feet so much. Did that happen to you?
No.
I don't know what it was. I just remember everyone, if they ran too fast and just stopped, I just remember everyone going like, ah, my feet. 'Cause you
What do
just
you
got,
mean,
it
like
was
the
car-
friction?
Yeah. Imagine like carpet burn.
Was it like this?
No, it was like,
Like this? Because
No, it was
these
like
are the
none.
ones. These were the ones that.
oh no, ours wasn't padded. It was like as little padding as possible.
Oh.
Imagine like hardwood and then like a thin layer of literally just like, I don't even know what it was. It was like some fabric.
Oh. Yeah. No, ours were like what's around here, like
Ah.
the padding things, and they were even thicker at tournaments in case you fell.
Oh, sick.
Probably the way General Choi intended it was that you were standing on spikes.
Like,
Like, you know-
straight up nails.
Yeah. My dad said when he used to do it, you would have to like put a turning kick up and then hold your foot there, and if you dropped it, not the sensei, that's not what it's called there. The teacher would hold a nail underneath your foot
Ah.
so that you wouldn't drop it. So it was pretty intense when my dad did it.
Damn.
Still not as intense as fighting bulls, but it's
That's still
really
pretty
gone
intense.
soft now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I remember the thing I always hated though was like when you had to do like choke things on people. Like, you know when you had
Like
to,
self-defense?
no, what's that called? Submissions.
Submissions.
Yeah, there was one. It's like the guillotine.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't called that, but like thinking on UFC, that's what they call it. I don't know what it was called when I did karate, but that one hurt because first you're being literally held down like this, right? You're in a what's it called, full guard position.
Okay.
So you're sitting down. You have your legs wrapped around the waist of the person in front of you, and they're basically kneeling down in front of you. You grab them and you put your head here, and you literally just choke them like that, and their head would be here, right? Camera, you got that? Good job.
Nice.
We could have like a proper description of it there.
Yeah.
But I remember when you're the one being choked, first all the blood is rushing to your head because you're literally looking at the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and you're getting choked. I just remember my head felt like falling off. And I can't even like bend down slightly without blood rushing to my head. So
So that mustn't
it
have been
was
fun.
trash. I hated it.
My uncle, he was one of the main teachers there, and since me and my sister are related to him, we were always the examples for the self-defense and stuff.
Oh, sick.
And he would not hold back. You know those ones where they like twist your wrist a little bit and you just like flip?
Yeah, like the one where like that, and then they go like,
Yeah.
and you just
He
float.
did not hold back on those with me and my sister.
That's great.
Yeah, and it was without fail. It was always me and her and my other cousin who went there that were the dummies for
That's
the
dope.
self-defense. Yeah.
I remember this one kid. He like, I think it was what's it called? It was that one submission where you like, it's on the arm, and then you put your arm between your legs, and then you like
Yeah.
pull up. You know that one?
Yeah.
Where you literally just dislocate their shoulder.
Mhm.
I remember a sensei was like having it done on him as a demonstration. And I think they actually like dislocated his shoulder or something because the next time I came, he was in a cast.
Oh,
Or not-
nice.
Not a cast, like the arm.
sling.
Yeah, the sling thing. But yeah, that was gnarly. I was just like, damn, I gotta do that to a kid now. Kid's gonna do that to me now.
Yeah, now thinking back on it, why would they let kids do that? Like, kids have no
Yeah,
self-control.
yeah.
If
Imagine.
if two teachers do that to each other,
Yeah.
2 kids aren't gonna hold back.
Imagine the kid just tapping. He's like, "Hey, your arm hurts. I'll break it." I guess that's how you tell if a kid's a sociopath or not.
I guess, yeah.
Like, no jokes. I guess that, like, really, that's a good measure to see if the kid has like any awareness of anything around it.
Of what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember there was also always like a really old Japanese VHS tape playing in the back corner of the dojo, showing like videos of karate from like the early 90s or late 80s. And it was great.
Nice.
All in Japanese.
So no one even were there subtitles?
No.
Sick.
But yeah, it was great.
Nice.
So we talked about MMA and karate and Tae Kwon Do for too long, and the first thing I told Nico before recording this is, yeah, someone told me that we should stop talking about MMA and boxing and stuff like that. Sucks to suck.
And I like how last episode I said that we like taking feedback because not many people listen, so we take it very well.
One feedback we get, we're like, yeah.
And we proceed to talk about martial arts for 25 minutes.
Yup.
So on to a new story.
I got into a fight. No, just kidding.
And this guy, we were in the street, and he had MMA gloves on.
And then a bull came.
And I was so prepared because of my Taekwondo experience.
Roundhouse to the neck.
So, I was on YouTube, as I am sometimes, and I don't know if you've noticed this. It's not like a super new update, but it hasn't been around forever, where it has like your recommended videos, and then at the top it has like topics.
Yeah.
Like suggested things you can search.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Impractical Jokers, podcasts, whatever things that I look up.
Mm-hmm.
And I scroll all the way to the end of the suggestions at the top, and the last one is just humans. And that got me thinking, like, who is searching up humans on YouTube? It's either aliens or Mark Zuckerberg, right?
Yeah, that's such a weird, like, search. Like, what even happens if you search up just humans?
Let's see. Maybe it's just that I watch the same things on YouTube over and over again. It's commentary videos, podcasts, and stuff about anime. So YouTube literally just ran out of things and was like, I don't know, humans?
That one bug video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, watch this thing about what's that called? Like,
It was like, what do you mean? It was a documentary.
yeah, but like, what was that beetle called?
I don't remember the type of beetle.
It's like an elephant or something. Is that what it's called? Elephant beetle?
Something like that. So, okay, we can come back to that in a second.
Yeah.
There's a show called Humans.
Oh.
So that shows up. Then there's a bunch of songs called Humans. And then there's a Vsauce video called Why Don't We Taxidermy Humans?
Oh.
So
That is something I've questioned before. That'd be gross, though. Like, I already find it kind of gross when people taxidermy animals. Like, my neighbor, 2 neighbors, like 2 houses down, he taxidermied his dog and he still feeds it. I don't know if he does that anymore. You remember when we saw him?
yeah.
Yes. He also has a taxidermy turkey.
Mm-hmm. And he has like a bunch of old Italian statues in his backyard.
Yep.
Does he still have them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Then his garden. As every old Italian.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, humans is such an odd topic to search up.
Yeah. I swear Vsauce can't be human. Have you watched like an actual Vsauce video?
I don't think I've watched a
He's so
single
insane.
Vsauce video
He's like
ever.
Mark Zuckerberg, but funny.
Okay.
He's like ironically and unironically funny.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
Because he kind of like, he jokes around and he knows he's funny, but at the same time, so much stuff he just naturally does is hilarious. And the way he just starts every single one of his, just click any of his videos and just watch how it starts.
Ad.
Ah,
It's a 15-second ad, too.
damn. YouTube, like, they kind of suck with ads. Like, anything longer than 5 seconds should be able to be skipped.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
I love that. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
So are we Vsauce?
I guess? I don't know.
Nice. It's like Greg.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, his videos are cool.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the beetle. This is very important. You guys gotta go to YouTube, find this video of a beetle literally chucking other beetles off a tree
Mm-hmm.
to go find a female beetle.
Yeah.
And then chucks her off a tree.
Yeah. So the reason why I found that video is I saw this video on Instagram of a toy beetle fighting a real beetle, and I thought it was so cool. So I just looked up beetle fights on YouTube, and that was the first thing that showed up.
It's like an underground like WWE.
People place bets on the beetles.
I give you $50. That beetle would beat him.
What if like Mark Zuckerberg is just a beetle and he places bets on beetles, and that's how he got so rich?
Facebook's just the front. Like, who actually uses Facebook?
No one.
It's all just a lie.
Mhm.
He actually got his money from freaking illegal beetle fights.
Betting on beetle fights. Yeah. So the video, this male beetle is trying to get to the top of a tree to find the female beetle to mate, and along the tree, and the tree is like 20 meters high, I
It's
think.
a tall tree.
Yeah. So that's about 60 feet. That's taller than most houses. And the beetle starts climbing, but along the tree there's a bunch of other male beetles. And he fights all of them and chucks them off the tree. And then he gets to the...
hard falls.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you put them in like slow-mo when they hit the ground, they bounce.
Yeah, because their protective shell
Yeah.
is so protective. And then he gets to the top and just chucks the female beetle off too, and it was so funny.
The way the person in the thing describes it, it's like he got so used to chucking everyone on the tree that he accidentally chucked the female. He's like, nah. He's like, girl's temporary, the tree's forever.
Tree is forever. Yeah.
It was a great video. Highly recommend it. I'll link it in the description.
Oh, thanks.
Because why not?
I
I actually don't know how to do that on YouTube, so you can link it in the
Yeah,
description.
I'll
and
link it
do
in the
on
description.
Spotify.
There's I don't even know why I didn't think there was a description on Spotify. Obviously there is. Yeah. I got one more story, and then we can do the Florida Man, I guess.
Sure.
This has been a long episode. We talked about karate and stuff for a while.
It lasted a while.
So, me and my dad were at a drive-through at Tim Hortons, and it was in our area. And in front of us was this. It was a blue Ferrari. It wasn't like a nice, vibrant blue. Like when you imagine a blue Ferrari, you're thinking of like a bright, nice blue, right?
Yeah.
It was sort of like a navy. It was like a light navy blue. It wasn't
Oh.
a very pleasant color. Like
That's weird.
It was darker and lighter than my shirt, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, like darker shade. It's like if you got a dark shade and then just turn like the thing up.
To blue.
Yeah.
It's like if you were to. I don't know what I was gonna say. It's like if you were to get blue and then just add gray,
Oh,
like that.
okay.
And
It's
it
a
was in
weird
front of
color.
us. Yeah, it was an odd looking color, and it was a 4-seater Ferrari, and
Ah.
and so
The more you describe this car, the more I'm just picturing middle-aged man going through midlife crisis, found this on Auto Trader for a decent price.
the guy in it looked younger,
Oh,
so he probably worked really hard to
I feel bad.
buy this car, and
Could have
so
bought such a better car.
and so my dad was telling me, he was like, "Oh, it's the blue Ferrari again." I was like, "What? You've seen this before?" He said, "Yeah. I was at the drive-thru the other day, and I saw the car, and I was thinking in my head, this is such an ugly-looking car. Who buys a blue Ferrari?" And as my dad was thinking that, these two teenagers are walking by. They have their masks on. They pull down their masks, and one of them yells, "Who buys a blue Ferrari?" And my dad thought it was so funny because that's exactly what he was thinking.
Oh, now I feel bad for the poor owner.
This dude probably worked years to buy this car, and
And on a
then
daily basis, he's like, "Why'd you buy a car in that color?"
he probably, yeah, it was not a nice looking Ferrari, and
Oh,
that's hard to
that's
say because it's a
rough.
Ferrari.
Yeah. I feel like if a Ferrari isn't black, white, or red, it's not a good color for a
Mhm.
Ferrari.
And the poor guy in the car couldn't do anything because he was placing his order at Tim Hortons.
Poor guy has his window down just listening to all of it. He's like, "Yeah, can I have an iced coffee?" "Your Ferrari sucks."
You have no friends.
Can I also get a bagel? It's like, you know what? The person at the drive-thru is just like, "It's on the house, I'm so sorry." Gets to the window, it's like, "Oh, your Ferrari's that color? Now you're paying double."
Poor guy, but it was so funny.
Damn, that's rough. Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah, it's on the house. Ugh, that's a disgusting
Yeah,
car.
you're paying double now.
Please never come back to this Tim Hortons again. You're gonna scare away all the customers.
It's just like a wanted sign. Like, if you see this car, run away as fast as possible.
Or like throw eggs at it or something. Just What if this
Oh.
guy's listening to the podcast and he's like, "Oh man,
Not again.
really?"
It's like you just can't escape it.
Everywhere he goes, he just can't stop getting like heckled for his blue Ferrari.
Yeah.
He gets home, his dog's like, "Ugh, it's you again." He drives the blue Ferrari.
I imagine it's just like Brian from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Like a speaking dog. Or no, the dog's never spoken in its life, and it's just like no one's gonna believe you that I said this, but your car sucks.
It's disgusting.
And then just never says a word ever again.
I hope you drive it off a bridge while you're in it. I hope it gets attacked by a bull. And you never even did Tae Kwon Do, so you're gonna die.
That's great. So there's this dog in Nico's area, or not a dog, it's a cat, and it's called Kativo. If you find Kativo,
Please let us know.
Please let us
It's
know.
lost.
poor Kativo's been lost for like a month now.
hmm
But yeah,
I'm not saying what my area is, but
if you find a cat and it's called Kativo, cool.
tell me.
Just put it in a comment.
It's August 20th today, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything else you want to say about the blue Ferrari or another
No.
story or anything? Let's see. Okay. Florida man, August 20. Florida man arrested for having Trump-shaped ecstasy pills. I should have done fill in the blanks for that one.
What? So like, did he carve them?
I don't know. There's a video here. I hope they show them. I can't fast forward in it. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Did you have a picture of the person?
This is the guy. You know he took those pills right before the mugshot.
Damn, he's 23. He looks like he's in his mid 50s.
Yeah. That's what Trump-shaped ecstasy does, I guess.
It's just like one of those PSAs. It's like mothers against Donald Trump shaped ecstasy pills.
A spokesman for the Clearwater Police Department told ABC News that officers occasionally find ecstasy pills in different shapes, including ones featuring Batman or Superman.
Wow.
Do you think this is like a thing, like ecstasy artists?
Yeah, is this just like a niche art exhibit type thing?
It's modern art. It all comes back to modern art.
You see, it's showing about how damaging the drugs are to you, portraying with a damaged person on it.
Wow.
It's deep.
Or it's showing you how ecstasy can turn you into a superhero. Ecstasy man.
It's weird because you know how like ecstasy is like also like it's just happy, like that's the definition for it.
Yeah.
And that poor guy looks nothing,
No,
not happy at all.
he's like the complete opposite.
Poor guy. He looks so sad.
He's like, oh man.
Like that's a sad mugshot. Usually mugshots are pretty funny.
Yeah. This one's just sad. Yeah, this guy knows
This
he messed
guy's
up.
like, damn, I got caught with Donald Trump ecstasy pills, not even like Superman ones.
They're not even the cool ones.
Wow, what a Florida man story.
Good one. 2 good Florida man stories in a row.
Yeah. I think Nunchuck was slightly better because that was
Yeah.
just so funny.
There's so many things happened.
Pepper sprayed the lady. Then
No, it was roach spray.
Roach sprayed the lady and then hit himself in the face. If
So
you
good.
haven't watched last week's podcast, watch it.
It's
was,
a good episode.
like even if it's just for the Florida man, it was so funny
And we talked about anime a lot.
as we usually do.
The
But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. We're reaching 52 minutes.
longest podcast in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know if you like the long podcast. I know someone said they wanted longer ones, so here you go.
We're going to do like 2-hour-long podcasts where we just talk about MMA.
Just wait till UFC, whatever the next one is,
Mhm.
and we're just wait till we should like evaluate everything
Mhm.
about the fight.
Every single movement,
Yeah,
every punch.
just 52-hour long. We can make it like the Chris Chan like documentary, but that length. But
Sounds good.
yeah, I guess we're done. We got places to go.
Mhm.
So have a good one, people.
Bye.
Bye bye.